Good morning and welcome. We are delighted you have joined us today. We're really great to see all these smiling faces out there. Smile. I know it's raining. Smile. Here we go. Thank you. Yes. And thank you to all of you who are out there in whatever land you call it. Yeah. And on the internet. Thank you for joining us as well. We are excited you are here today. We're getting ready to get a start on today and on tomorrow and on just our journey in life. So join me as we sing our opening song called I'm Getting a Head Start, written by one of our favorite musicians, Mike Holiday. I'm getting a head start on tomorrow, long before I see the morning sun. I'm getting a head start on tomorrow, just in case tomorrow ever comes. I'm gonna find my voice and shout it right aloud, not in some lonely room, but out here in the crowd. I'm gonna sing of peace as loud as I can for every single living woman, child, and man. I'm getting a head start on tomorrow, long before I see the morning sun. I'm getting a head start on tomorrow, just in case tomorrow ever comes. I'm gonna find the love that fills my heart with grace. I'm gonna share that feeling with the whole human race. I'm gonna stand up tall, right there by your side. Together we can face the wrong and make it right. I'm getting a head start on tomorrow, long before I see the morning sun. I'm getting a head start on tomorrow, just in case tomorrow ever comes. I'm gonna find the pride that hides inside of me. I'm gonna let it shine for the whole world to see, and we will grow to be one big family, living in a label-free society. I'm getting a head start on tomorrow, long before I see the morning sun. I'm getting a head start on tomorrow, just in case tomorrow ever comes. Just in case tomorrow ever comes. Yes.
Good morning and welcome to Unity of Lehigh Valley. My name is Eva and I'm honored and delighted to be assisting David Roth and Anthony Young this morning. Our affirmative statements express our Unity denominational statement of belief as well as the vision and mission of Unity of Lehigh Valley. I invite you to join me as we speak the statements out loud. There is only one presence, one power, one activity in my life and in the universe, God the good omnipotence. We co-create an awakened world of peace, harmony, and abundance. United in love, we provide a positive environment for all people to discover and express their spiritual nature. The core value we celebrate for the month of April is spiritual growth. Trusting the wisdom within each one, our paths unfold and lead us to accept a deeper understanding of the powerful love that we are. We had our first welcome back hospitality last Sunday, and we all enjoyed it so much that we're going to do it again. Thanks to a volunteer, we now will have hospitality on the second and the fourth Sunday. So thank you very much, Anka Christiani, for stepping up. And I want to say a special thank you to Cindy Gunn, who helped stock our kitchen again. Yes, it was really nice to have everybody kind of mingling downstairs and enjoying each other's company. Unity Worldwide Ministry is ready to pray with you. The prayer partners at Silent Unity are accessible through phone or email or the You Pray app. That's the letter U, pray. Many other resources are available at unity.org, at unityoflehighvalley.org, or by emailing the office at unitylv@rcn.com. As we continue to seek our new permanent senior minister, let's join together to affirm our right and perfect minister will answer the call. Filled with the spirit of divine love and wisdom, we are guided and directed in our thoughts, our words, and our actions, in faith, giving thanks for the right minister for the highest good of this ministry.
Amen. Amen. All right. Thank you, Eva. Thank you. And now we're going to ask you to rise where you're at. Okay, get out of your seat, get moving. Those of you at home as well, rise and get into the song. This is called I'm Choosing Heaven Today. Daily Word.
Good morning, everyone. Today, the Daily Word is about inner peace. It's about I think peace, I feel peace, and I am peace. Peace lives in my heart, at the place within me where all appearances of separation dissolve. I feel only peace, only God, only oneness. This peace is always mine, part of my divine inheritance. I carry it with me through every experience, every moment of the day. Nothing can destroy or even disturb my peace when I invite the divine presence, the Christ of my being, to be my constant guide. A passing thought of fear, worry, or anger is a reminder to breathe, to release negative energy, but to embrace peace. I feel renewed when I meditate, enjoy a walk in a peaceful garden, or take a moment to appreciate natural beauty wherever I find it. My indwelling peace manifests all around me as beauty, harmony, and bliss. May the Lord give strength to his people. May the Lord bless his people with peace. Psalm 29:11.
All right. Thank you, Anka. And now we're going to take a moment. Let's just take a moment and be present. And we're just going to take a moment and be here. Are you here? Are you present? Are you with us? We ask you to join with us as we sing the song, There Is Only Love. Going to take a moment just to be present. Let's just relax and be in the presence of God. Come fully present. Have no distraction. Do not be elsewhere. Be here in this moment as we give and we receive. I release any belief in limitation. I renew my sense of possibilities. I release the habit of judging others. I renew my commitment to see the divine in all beings. I release doubt and indecision. I renew my divine power of wisdom. I release negative thinking. I renew my positive expectations. I release discontent. I renew my gratitude in all things. I release apathy. I renew zeal and enthusiasm. I release the fear of lack. I renew my awareness of abundance. I release any sense of worry. I renew my faith in divine order. I release thoughts of complete competition. I renew my willingness to cooperate. I release any need to complain. I renew my outlook through appreciation. I release old feelings of possible bitterness. I renew inner peace by forgiving. I release thoughts of illness. I renew my openness to the healing power of spirit. I release anger. I renew my patience. I release the sense of discouragement. I renew my hope with the power of affirmative prayer. I release my darkest fears. I renew the strength and courage of my heart. I release the feelings of loneliness. I renew my connection with spirit, self, and with others. I release and I renew. I do this now. I do this with declaration. I do this in affirmation of my oneness with spirit. Thanks be to God. And so it is. Amen. 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 And now, one of our favorite treats here. We have lots of favorites, and this guy is definitely one of our favorites. We enjoy having him come and share with us, every once in a while, and we're looking forward to hearing from him again. Good morning, David. And this is David Roth. Welcome, David Roth. Yes.
Everything you just said, Anthony, that could be my talk, so this is extra credit going forward. I know where you live, but you've never been home. Everyone in your house has been living alone. Now something is wrong, and you know it's not fair, but it's easier to hide than to show that you care. But will you come home? Will you come home? Will you come home to your heart? You've kept away from yourself from the start, but you can come home now. Come home to your heart. And you work hard all day, how you strain to stand tall, trying to make someone love you, better yet, make them all. But the doors have been closed, all your secrets concealed, and you're living your life so they're never revealed. But will you come home? Will you come home? Will you come home to your heart? You've kept away from yourself from the start, but you can come home now. Come home to your heart. Leave the baggage behind. You've done more than your part. Before you fill all your loved ones, you must fill your own heart. And don't look to others for directions or deeds. You're the very first love that your heart ever needs. So will you come home? Oh, will you come home? Will you come home to your heart? You've kept away from yourself from the start, but you can come home now, come home to your heart. You've kept away from yourself from the start, but you can come home now, come home to your heart, to your heart. I'm here at home on Zoom, and for some reason I'm seeing two of me in reversed image, and one of me is okay. The other one has got a latency where I'm hearing everything I just said or sang like a couple seconds later. So I don't know if you can just highlight the one screen or not. And if nothing can change, I can change. So my talk today is called Living in Harmony, Easier Sung Than Done. Of course, there are songs. And let's start with this one. I wrote this with Karen Drucker and J.D. Martin 5 years ago. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. Thank you so much. It might have just been muting that other screen. J.D. and Karen and I wrote this in 2017 at the Positive Music Festival down in Florida. This was when there was a very dominating subject in all the news. So we're going to roll up our sleeves and get right into it, okay? Here goes something. For the last 4 years, Guadalupe checked in to the Phoenix office of immigration. Both of her kids, U.S. born. But everything changed the day they took her away. In the home of the brave, in the land of the free, we are immigrants and pilgrims and refugees from every nation, one family. When you come for Guadalupe, you come for me. For the last 2 years, Kamal made his rounds. Interfaith Medical Center in New York City. He went to Sudan to visit his mom. But everything changed. He couldn't come back. He was stranded in the home of the brave, in this land of the free. We are immigrants and pilgrims and refugees from every nation, one family. When you come for Kamal, you come for me. Give me your tired, your poor huddled masses. This is America, built by dreamers, yearning to breathe free. If I had to leave my country, what would I do? If the way I dressed was a trigger for you, if I'm not welcome here, where would I go? Could I sail away on an unknown ocean of hope? In the home of the brave, in the land of the free, we are immigrants and pilgrims and refugees from every nation, one family. When you come for Guadalupe, for Kamal, when you come for my neighbor, you come for me. And one thing about that song that really resonates for me is the phrase, one family. You know, isn't that what unity is? And isn't that what we all are here on this little orb in outer space? So I've had quite an adventure with this song, as you can imagine. And up until pandemic hit a couple years ago, I had sung this at every single concert since JD and Karen and I wrote it in 2017. Every single concert, everywhere. And it would be fair to say, and you can just raise your hand or not if you might agree with me on this, that not everywhere I go, people all don't have the same opinions about anything. Can you imagine? I imagine even in the sanctuary there today, there are people with different opinions, and that's the beauty of difference in opinion. And where do we find harmony in this? So this song, Home of the Brave, started singing it right away, everywhere, every time, no matter where I was, because it felt like an important statement for me to reaffirm my belief in the human family and not these little subdivisions. And we're seeing this in Ukraine, of course, and all the people fleeing their country. My father was born in Belarus, north of Ukraine, so he's right from that region. And there are some of my ancestral roots there. So imagine fleeing your country, not knowing where you're going, even today. So this song is 5 years old. Started singing it everywhere. And I remember a Monday night in the Pacific Northwest, I was playing in a little church. It was a fundraiser for local medical funds that people needed for emergency medical treatments. And I played my whole first set, and I ended the first set with this song that I just played for you. And when I got to the line, when you come for Guadalupe, you come for me, you could hear a hush, like you could hear a pin drop in there. The whole room went utterly and absolutely silent. And I finished the song. There was applause, and we had our coffee break and cookies and like your refreshment hour after service today. And when I came back from the second set, the front row on the left-hand side of the sanctuary, maybe 4 or 5 seats, was empty. And later on that night, I checked with the producer of the concert, an old friend of mine who had brought me there many times to that community in the Pacific Northwest. And I said, "Hey, is everything okay?" He said, "Oh yeah, those people in the front row came up to me in intermission and said they'd heard enough for one night." And referring, I'm sure, to that song about immigration, which was a very divisive topic, as it continues to be, I think, for some people. He said, "But I love what you do. That's why I bring you here. Please keep doing what you're doing, because you're singing about the human family, and you're singing about things we need to talk about." But I learned something that night. I learned that maybe a song like that I could do in the second set. After people had more of a chance at an intermission and broken cookies with me or broken bread at intermission. And then, maybe the second set, was where I could place that song. So that's what I did. And exactly a week later, it's exactly what I did in a little town hall in another tiny little town in the Pacific Northwest. And I was invited by one of the municipal departments to do a little folk concert. Someone told them that I was coming through, and they said, let's have a folk concert. And I did my concert. I played the first song, and some of you have heard me play before. They kind of go all across the map. It's a roller coaster of song and story, and touches on many things: what's going on in the world, what's going on in here, what I'm processing, how I see things, how we can find common ground. And towards the end of the night, I played that song. It wasn't the last song I played, it was the second to last song. And I had been told beforehand that this was a community more on the conservative side of things than the liberal side of things, which is fine. I don't assume any audience is one thing or the other. I'm sure there's always a mix. And I played that song, and again, the same thing happened. Pin drop, silence. When you come for Guadalupe, you come for me. And like the air got sucked out of the room. You could have heard a pin drop, except I think, if I got my science right, if you drop a pin and there's no air, it just floats. It wouldn't actually hit the ground, but my science may be off, you know. Last science class I took was in high school. And I played that song, quiet. And then I played one more song, which I've played for you before, a song called I Stand for Love, I Stand for Peace, blah, etc. And at the end of the concert, people clapped long and kind of subdued a little bit. It was long applause. And then they kind of filed out, and the town official came over to me and said, Mr. Roth, I'd like to see you in my office. And I said, yeah, just a minute, I'm just finishing up a conversation. Would you please come into my office now and close the door behind you? Okay. And then all of a sudden, my mind started working. Does your mind ever just go off making its own little workshop before you even know what's happening? Projecting what you think is going to happen? Ever happen to you? Look at your neighbors and say, raise your hand and say, yep, I do that. So in the 20 feet it took for me to walk from where I was standing to this town official's office, this whole workshop was going through my head. Uh-oh, here it comes. Here comes the, how dare you come into our town, with these, polarizing thoughts that not everybody agrees with, and, this, all that kind of stuff. I was just going, but I walked through that office, closed the door behind me, sat down, and this town administrator looked me in the eye for what seemed like an eternal minute. And finally he said, I love how you did that. And I said, did what? And then he kind of broke into a half a laugh and he said, you know what you did. And I said, oh, you mean towards the end of the concert when it got really quiet, that song about immigration? And he didn't answer yes or no, but he paused another minute and he said, if you had sung that song in the first part of your program, half of this place would have emptied out. And tomorrow morning, I would be hearing it from these people for whom I have been a town official for more than 25 years. Some of them would call for my resignation, that we could sponsor a concert with this kind of content in this community in a taxpayer-funded facility. He said, but because, these are his words, roughly, because you were planting these seeds, giving these little hints, that's what he said. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, you mean singing my songs about the human family and kindness and compassion and surrender and grace and lifting the people in need up, because when water rises, it brings all the boats up. He says, because you were dropping these little hints all night long about these things, when you got to that song, well, something was different. And I know these people. I've been here with them for a long time. And they're on their way home now, and they're talking about this. And I never would have thought something like that was possible around here. So I would just want to say 2 words to you. I said, thank you, he said. And I said, you're welcome. And we became friends and are still friends to this day. A great learning lesson about meeting someone in the middle, living in harmony, putting thought into action. And I was thinking about whether or not I was going to play that song, but I thought, I was molded by Woody Guthrie and Pete Seeger and Bob Dylan and Joan Baez and Phil Oakes and Joni Mitchell and Gordon Lightfoot and Simon and Garfunkel and Dan Fogelberg and Steve Goodman and John Prine and Randy Newman and all these others, and I left, it's not a comprehensive list, Harry Chapin. This is why I do this, to sing these songs and to invite discussion, especially when people don't agree. So I got a song for you that you might find useful too. It's got a lot of space in between the lines, so if you want to sing back to me, you'll figure out how that can happen, okay? I found this song has come in really handy for me, okay? It goes like this. I'm right, you're wrong, you're off, I'm on. This is my new theme song, everybody. I'm right, you're wrong. I'm correct, I'm correct. I'm sure, and you are insecure. My heart is pure. I'm right, I'm sure. Are you singing to your neighbors? Don't bother contradicting me. You've got no leg to stand on. Where is it you come up with all these viewpoints that you land on? I'm yes, take a guess. You're no, you're stop. I'm je suivrai to a foe. That's French. Yo, yo. And you know we're gonna get somewhere by being mad and vehement. A seismic shift is always made with words of disagreement. You're right, I'm wrong. Thought I'd just try that on. How about a new song? No right, no wrong. No right, no wrong. Am I imagining, or can I hear wild applause in the sanctuary? Maybe that's my imagination. Living in harmony, easier sung than done. Oh, you've got your roller, and I got my brush. You pick the colors I don't like very much. Our sensibilities are way out of touch. Now what? You're stuck in your corner, I'm painted in mine. I think your viewpoint is way out of line. You probably feel the same most of the time. These corners are way overrated. What if we change the whole room way around? Take out these corners, what will we have found? There aren't any sides in a circle. There aren't any sides in a circle. A hurdle is only a hurdle. And there aren't any sides in a circle. Sing the chorus. There aren't any sides in a circle. Same thing. There aren't any sides in a circle. A hurdle. A hurdle is only a hurdle. You know what's coming. There aren't any sides in a circle. The paint on the floor that's so sticky and wet can't cover the hope, the dream, the regret, and all of the truth we haven't seen yet. It's way past the time for some changes. What if we turn the whole room way around? Take out these corners, what will we have found? Here we go. There aren't any sides in a circle. There aren't any sides in a circle. A hurdle is only a hurdle. And there aren't any sides in a circle. I'm waiting on the paint to dry. Waiting on the paint to dry. Waiting on the paint to dry. What if we change the whole room way around? Take out these corners, what will we have found? There aren't any sides in a circle. There aren't any sides in a circle. A hurdle is only a hurdle. There aren't any sides in a circle. Waiting on the paint to dry. Waiting on the paint to dry. Waiting on the paint to dry. There aren't any sides in a circle. There aren't any sides in a circle. Gary Lynn Floyd, the great musician from Reno, Nevada, was my co-writer on that one. We wrote it last year. And I'm making my 16th album here at home at World Headquarters at David Roth Music with 12 or 13 or 14 songs I've written during the pandemic. And the working title of this collection of songs is, So What? What's a few curveballs here and there? So before we go into meditation, I'll conclude my sermon and song, and thank you for your kind attention. I can almost taste those cookies downstairs after the service. Almost, and we will. We shall. Here's a song I wrote with my friends Reggie Harris and Chris Matthews. When the choir comes together, we mostly get along. Singing's just like talking as we run through all our songs. We're holding the same music and singing different parts. But even in our differences, we share a common heart. We're on the same page. The same page, on the same page, singing different parts. We're on the same page, the same page, the same page, and many different hearts. Well, the songs may sound familiar, the message may seem clear, but if I listen closer, oh, this is what I hear. Even if we stumble with so many points of view, there's still a bigger picture uniting me and you. We're on the same page, the same page. We're on the same page, singing different parts. We're on the same page, the same page, the same page, and many different hearts. It's opening night, here comes the show. We've got this, yes we do. And all the work that we've put in is gonna see us through. See us through, yes it will. I will never take for granted that everyone agrees. Every day is a rehearsal for my singing and my deeds. There are questions that confound me and answers deep within. Can't tell you what it means to me to lift my voice and sing. We're on the same page, the same page. We're on the same page, singing different parts. We're on the same page, the same page, the same page, and many different hearts. The same page and many different hearts. So a brief time of meditation. I'm going to sing a song. I invite you to get more comfortable than you already are in your seats. And if you're so disposed to close your eyes, great. Thank you once again for this opportunity to join you. Some people talk about Zoom fatigue. I think it's kind of a miracle in these times. I surrender to my greatest, highest good and release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. And I am stronger every moment, every day. My mind is willing and my heart is open wide. I trust my instincts and let loving be my guide. I vow to live a life that's real and true and free, as I continue moving in this mystery, where I surrender to my greatest, highest good and release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. And I am stronger every moment, every day. There may be walls, there may be roadblocks that I find, but I can choose to take a higher path each time. For now I know that what I thought was safe and sound was only habit and regret that held me down. So I surrender to my greatest, highest good and release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. And I am stronger every moment, every day. I am stronger every moment, every day. 2 times, sing with me. I am stronger every moment, every day. I am stronger every moment, every day. Oh, I surrender to my greatest, highest good. And so it is.
Thank you so much, David. That was incredible as always, and we look forward to having you here at some point in the future. We are grateful for the offerings that you share and bring to Unity of Lehigh Valley. At our website, unityoflehighvalley.org, you can contribute your gift by clicking on the Donate button on the top navigation bar. You may also mail a check directly to Unity of Lehigh Valley or set up a weekly or monthly payment from your bank. Please contact the office if you have any questions on how to donate to Unity of Lehigh Valley. For those of you here in the sanctuary, please leave your offering in the silver bowl at the back of the sanctuary. We bless these gifts that we hold in our hand by affirming together, the activity of Spirit through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
Yes, we are grateful. We are grateful. We gratefully accept these gifts and bless the gift and the giver without knowing how Spirit uses us to bless this ministry and the world. We affirm together, Spirit has a mighty work for us to do, and all that we could possibly need and desire is available. As good stewards of all that we receive, we gratefully accept the world of lavish abundance pouring forth into our lives and into this ministry. We give thanks. We bless our world and we affirm peace, prosperity, and wholeness. We bless the tithes that have been given to Unity of Lehigh Valley, and we affirm the stewardship of those tithes to be in the name and the nature of the Christ. We bless each and every soul that is here with us today, both in the sanctuary and everywhere where our voice is heard. And so, with the blessings of our earth and our offering, we bless our prayers. For each and all prayers that have been spoken and unspoken and have been received, for each and every prayer, no matter where it comes, how it comes to us, we are blessed and we affirm them. We affirm divine order. We affirm understanding and love. We affirm peace. And so it is. Amen. And as our friend David said, there are no sides in a circle. So we're going to create our circle today by singing our circling song, and then we will sing our peace song. Join with me.
Shine.
as we sing our peace song. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. Peace be with you. Namaste.